XRP may finally push through that last resistance, which is about $3, guys, right? There's a lot of sell pressure around this region where XRP is trying to battle through, right? And it may just do because, why? Internal events coming into play. First things first, as whale alert. $1 billion USDT was just minted at Tether Treasury, right? So this is internally, guys. This is within this crypto industry where Paolo, the CEO, is on a printing spree like never before. Okay, now the rule that we have noticed for a long time now is whenever they print money out of thin air, so $1 billion for this example, about 3 days it takes for that money to pour in, right? So in the next 3 days we should see another pump higher, guys. You guys ready? I think it's surely time, right? It's fascinating how they just printed, and guess what happens by the time you guys are watching this video, or about United States House to vote on Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill in a few hours from now, right? So this is gonna get passed, guys. It's funny how they just printed, and now we're starting to see just before this event occurs. You guys realize this, right? So they're gonna manipulate it upwards, guys. That's what I think. We're about to talk about XRP's price chart here in just a sec, but first I want to set the stage to see what's going to happen today. A United States congressman says there are enough votes to pass all 3 Bitcoin and crypto bills. Regulatory clarity may finally be within reach in America, right? So this is going to be massive, guys. Remember what they stated: when this bill gets passed, the crypto market in totality is heading to $15 to $20 trillion, and that came from the White House, right? Donald Trump's team. And this is about to get passed today. Ready?
I guess rumblings that maybe the votes weren't there, and then the president met with some individuals yesterday. Are you confident now the votes are there?
I believe that we do have the votes to advance the Senate Genius Act.
Well, obviously they got the votes, guys. Donald Trump called everyone right in the office. They're like, and then he's like, hey, you guys better vote, right? You guys better pass this bill.
Act, which will create the first federally regulated, with clear rules, dollar-backed payment stablecoin, which will unleash a new competitive round in how payments are done when they're used in a blockchain application. We also have the House's work on market structure, which we've worked through the House Ag Committee and the House Financial Services Committee. Strong bipartisan support for that bill. And then finally, Whip Tom Emmer of Minnesota. Mr. Emmer has his bill that blocks the federal government from creating a central bank digital currency through the Fed. And
again, these are all fantastic bills, guys, right? That's why Donald Trump said he's going to be known, or he is already known, as the first crypto president, right? And remember, he got all the crypto votes as well, and he's going to fulfill his promise, guys, of making America the leader in the crypto space.
Unless it's done with a specific authorization through Congress. So I believe that the House has the votes for those 3 measures, and the Speaker is working this morning on how they'll be coordinated and presented to the House for consideration.
What's your
Okay, so there it is, guys. Now, what's crazy to me is none of these none of the foundation wasn't built when Bitcoin rallied so crazy, right? When Ethereum, thousands of XRP went ballistic. Now that all this is in place, and watch how the money literally flows in, guys. We haven't seen anything yet, right? Not to mention today as well, United States PPI falls to 2.3%, lower than expectations. Fantastic news, because this means signals cooling price pressures on producers, potentially paving the way for the Fed to cut rates, right? Then, which often boosts stocks, bonds, and crypto by easing borrowing costs. So does this mean the Fed is about to cut rates, right? Data is getting manipulated crazy in the past couple days, guys. Again, to me, this signals, hey, we're about to moon, right? Everything is. That's why David Schwartz the other day tweeted about Ethereum, which he never does, right? Or it's like very rare, which signals old season. Bitcoin is on the rally as well, with the bills getting passed, then which trickles down to XRP, and it's battling that last resistance. As soon as the bear boss is down, it's time to go up and fly. Now, this double bottom breakout will send XRP to a new all-time high, right? And plus, it's like a W pattern as well here, right? The target is all the way at new all-time highs, guys. Not to mention, the question I have remaining to this day is, are we gonna retest this level, right? Which we didn't. And that's on my mind right here. Are we gonna go back to 260? You know what I'm really hoping for is we do go back to 260, guys, because I want to open a crazy long, right? and just ride it to heights, new heights, right? Heavenly heights. Though maybe not. It may not go down there, guys, because it just looks so strong. I looked at XRP's chart earlier today, and the money that's flowing in, right? It's just too crazy, guys. The last time the amount of money that was flowing into XRP, this asset, was back when it rallied from 50 cents to $3 and change, right? And it's happening right now. So with the amount of money that's piling in, I don't think it will go down, right? Because that selling pressure is getting eaten up by the buys, which is why this chart suggests, yeah, maybe we won't go down anymore, guys, right? Because this last resistance, the more times you pick at it, the more times you battle its, guys, the less the more likely it is for it to break out. Okay, so it may just go up, slight correction up, and just keep going up, guys, right? Because of that money factor. It's just too ballistic here, right? It truly is, guys. I was actually shocked. So if you ever see these indicators cool off, even for a little bit, guys, right? You just have to jump in. If you have 0 XRP at this point, you should have bought a long time ago. Not to mention, you should have bought yesterday, right? The third best time today, the third best time is now, today, right? So you don't get left behind. At least you have something in. Now, a weekly close above $3 could send XRP to a new all-time high of $4.80. That's the minimal target, right? On the weekly chart, what do we see here? Again, that resistance. There's literally only one line that's holding XRP down, right? There's literally only one, and that's $3. It's a psychological level as well as a Fibonacci level. Look at this, right? 1, 2, 3. It's battling. XRP's eating up those sell walls, right? Slowly but surely, it's about to blast through because of the liquidity up there. XRP on the hourly chart, this is extreme close short time frames, guys, right? Look at all this liquidity. It's getting dense up there, right? And it goes all the way up to $3.25, but I'll say $3.40. It's gonna stop, come back down, and go back up, guys. That's when the true run happens, right? Because after you take the liquidity, it sometimes goes a little bit higher to trick everyone, right? Then the fall appears, and if by next week we're at like 340, I'm gonna wait for a pullback and I'm gonna jump in right there, guys, right? Because it seems like they're not taking the liquidity down. Why? Because they don't want people to get in cheap, in a lower price, in a cheaper price, right? So we may break out today, especially when the bills are gonna get passed. XRP slow grinding up on the lower time frames, expecting a big move, maybe even today as it begins to break out again. Look at this, right? Just look at this. That's what I'm saying, that at this point you just have to jump in, guys, right? It's not even going to dump down. There are bullish continuation patterns, right? This is a bullish pattern here, guys, right? Resistance at the top side, support at the bottom side, all throughout. It's holding so strong. It's even holding better than Bitcoin, right? The target of this is where, let's see here, 270, 80, 90, 30 cents above. So that's going to go to 330, right? 330 is a target here, but I think 340, because I think it wants to touch that previous all-time high before it comes back to retest this. So it's gonna be something like this. We pump from here, 340, come back down, touch the support, and then fly. And that's where I get in if we're already at that point, right? I was hoping they do stall it out a bit longer, but I guess they just want to go for the kill here, right? Well, remember, when XRP runs, it just goes fast, right? XRP on the 4-hour looks like it wants to charge upwards, and plus the other indicators such as stochastic RSI and all these other indicators are just so bullish, guys. I can't believe it. 4-hour right here. Look at the last time, right? The momentum was low. It was oversold. It's over. Wait a sec. XRP is oversold again, but it's higher than this level, right? That means the buying pressure is so extreme, they're not even letting it down. This is absolutely diabolical. The last time, just look at the times where it was oversold. Look how much it pumped, right? That next leg up is coming, guys. Absolutely redonkulous. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all, right? again, Bitcoin is ranging, XRP is taking the lead. This just looks so bullish, guys, right? I was hoping they come down for 260. Would make my life a lot easier here, right? But it doesn't seem like it wants to. Let's just go back in time to see what happened back here. Yup, look at that. It didn't go back down to test the levels at all. You guys see this, right? It's like repeating. History is repeating. Look, there's like support here, right? But if you zoom in, it never retested it. It just kept going higher. Above it is where it consolidated. Then it just kept pushing. There it is. It's not gonna come back for 260, huh? Yeah, this is absolutely diabolical, guys. It truly is here. Wow. So what's gonna happen here probably is another push up, right? Maybe come back down to test this as support instead of this area, and go higher, guys. Unless it could do something like this as well, though, right? It pops and it consolidates here, goes higher like that. Yeah. Now from Vincent Van Code, he says that this is AI generated for XRP versus USD pairing, and he's basically and the AI is saying that order book reflects strong sell wall at $3. That's where it's battling right now, with 70% sell side dominance, capping upside short term, right? As soon as it breaks this 3 level, guys, it's over, right? The bulls have won completely. Is it going to happen today? People are speculating with all the bullish events, especially with USDT printing. It will. No more liquidity to the top side, right? On leverage, people are becoming bullish, guys, which means there's going to be a spiral. It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy to just keep flying up and up and up and never stop. No, financial advice. It may happen today, so be prepared. I wish it took a little bit longer, but I guess not. They're just going to go for the kill here. Not financial advice and not financial advice. But anyways, that's what it's amazing. See ya.